Hello guys, it is Jead, and it really is the beginning of the end. A last sort of hurrah, if you will, for the FC26 market, with Ultimate Team of the Season coming at the end of this week. So what does it mean for us and our coins and our teams? And do we have any Ultimate Team of the Season leaks already on Monday? Well, let's jump into it. And guys, if you want to use players like this and just need that little extra boost, then you can get your cheap, fast, and most importantly, safe FC26 coins at eldorado.gg. They have 24/7 support, a money-back guarantee, and you can use code JEAD at checkout to get another 5% off your order. Link is in the description. I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. We had a City FA Cup win. We have Bruno equaling the assist record. We had Xabi Alonso becoming Chelsea manager. Let's not even talk about Liverpool. Make sure to tell me down below. Did you enjoy it? What did you get up to on the weekend? Hopefully you had a fantastic time. And talking of fantastic things, La Liga Team of the Season. Hands up, you think it's the best week of Team of the Season? Me, it is the best week of Team of the Season by an absolute mile. Could Ultimate Team of the Season outdo it? Maybe. Maybe it could. But it's been the best week of Team of the Season by a mile. And a lot of that is down to the SBCs. They've been superb. Superb. So, daily login. Make sure you get your daily login done, of course, every single day. It's free. Go and do it. But we've got some more good SBCs. Now, firstly, Fernando Torres. Not one of the good SBCs I'm talking about, although he is 90 rated, does for Evos, and with how cheap fodder is right now, he's super cheap. In fact, I've just checked, the SBC is even cheaper than I thought when I first seen the squads. It's less than 200,000 coins. Fodder is really on its ass, isn't it? Less than 200,000 coins for a card on the market. There's 400,000 coins. Even after the SBC, 400,000 coins. So maybe like me, you're a Liverpool fan, want a Fernando Torres for a past and present, get him one, essentially for free, with the pack grind right now. 5-star, 5-star, with semi-decent play styles. You need to give him an Evo with Incisive for him to even be usable, sadly, on this game. But there you go. Again, not a bad SBC, mainly because fodder's so cheap. We then get the TOTS Challenge, 11 SBC. If you need coins, you're on a low budget, please go and do that. Put in tradables into it, get tradables back. We get another showdown. This time, it is the Europa League final. Surely Unai Emery, with his track record, wins, and we get a Bogard upgrade, who already has ridiculous playstyles. Already has 10 playstyles, has 2 of the better playstyle pluses. I wish Tiki was something else. Could get Incisive, could get Quick Step. We'll have to wait and see. The stats are not crazy, even with an upgrade. You can picture this card not being ridiculous, but it would be very nice, again, for basically a free card just being one squad. And then we've got True, which would be, again, a right back who has Whip Plus. EA, why are we doing this? Can we all, have a think a minute? How many right back and left backs this year have had either Whipped Plus or Rapid Plus? And just not being usable because of it. Because EA know exactly what they're doing. But his stats are a lot nicer. So maybe he's got the less play styles, but has actually better stats. Although his play styles white are fine. Like Bruiser, Quick Step, all the defensive, incisive, pinged. He needs probably Ticky. Maybe Rapid as a white play style, I guess, or Relentless. But honestly, showdown to me at the minute. And not the big talking point. The big talking point. In the Team of the Season SBCs, centre-backs crashed yesterday, along with other things. But centre-backs crashed because we got one of the best centre-back SBCs of the entire year. I tried to warn you guys this was coming, and it did come. We get Quick Step plus Bruiser plus Intercept plus Hancko, arguably the best set of playstyles. 6'2" and lengthy. Insane in-game stats. It's a must-complete SBC for every single one of you watching. With the daily grind and 85 and 86 and 87 and how much fodder there is on the game right now, that is a free SBC. You don't need to do anything. Maybe if you've done all the other SBCs, you have to wait a little bit. Free SBC could replace most of your guys' centre-backs unless you have 2 top-end Team of the Seasons. And it's basically free. Insane. So, of course, centre-backs drop. When we get big SBCs like that coming, and we have more coming today and tomorrow and in the week, when we get big SBCs, of course, that position is going to drop if it's really cheap. However, some people, when we were talking on stream yesterday, were more interested in the other SBC, the 90+ Encore Icon upgrade. Is this one finally worth a gamble with how cheap fodder is and only being an 86, an 86, an 87, and an 88 SBC rating? Well, for 100,000 coins, this is what you are getting. If you want to gamble on it, you get 3 of them every 2 days. It is not a player pick. It's just a single pack. These are what you're getting sorted by price, 90 rated and above. I put all the cards in there. Try and ignore the SBCs like Butragueno and Francesco Totti and Mateus. Try and ignore them. But the rest of them, oh my God, I forgot about that Mateus. That was a shit card, wasn't it? Anyway, the rest of them all get more from the pack. So the big hits, Bale, Gullit, Maradona, Ronaldinho, Ibrahimovic, Pele. If you look at that top 2 rows, or even the top 3 rows of Zidane, Thuram, Makelele, and Maldini, all of a sudden your balls get a little bit tingly. But then if you look at the third page, you realise what you're probably actually getting in the pack. Get used to this third page if you're going to open it. Those Trophy Titans at the bottom, you're going to get a lot of them. Is it worth it? No, but for 300,000 coins of the fodder, which is basically free again in this market, if you've done Hancko, you've done all the other SBCs, you've done Vicky Lopez, you've done Guedes and all that good stuff, maybe worth a gamble. But honestly, you guys know icon packs, they're never worth it. They're only worth it the 1 in 15 that you get something half decent. But boys, the big double La Liga team of the season, every single person right now should go and do Hancko. They should go and not only do Hancko, they should go and do Goncalo Guedes. I said this the other day, I'm going to do this card. It's ridiculous. That's 2 insane SBCs. And you should go and do all these 3 as well. Julian Alvarez, Vicky Lopez, Duez, Goncalo Guedes, and Hancko are 5 must-complete level SBCs. And you know who the best of them all is? Unless Hancko is ridiculous. I've not used him yet. Vicky Lopez. Oh my god, guys, you know the Sunday streams, we do just mad champs challenge and runs. If you're there, you'll know what I mean. If you're not there, get there to the Twitch stream for Sunday champs. We did Barca past and present, 30 million coin team. We went 15-0. Don't fact check that. But we got Vicky Lopez in the team. She was genuinely ridiculous. Even when we were getting cooked alive, Vicky Lopez was insane. If you've not got a cam in your team, go and please try that Vicky Lopez card. And then the big Evo content, we finally got the second segment of the TOTS career path. Now again, please don't use it. Just wait. Wait 2 days until Wednesday, get the final path, and then we will look. I got loads of comments the other day saying I've used it already on Cornerstone CR7. Just wait. TOTS career path starter came the other day. We then got the left mid, right mid cam chain. So of course, like we said, we already have this fully leaked. We kind of know how it's going to pan out, but we don't know the in-game stats of the cards. So just wait until Wednesday. Do I think you guys should do the cam or the left mid, right mid? If you want me to be brutally honest, I think there's one thing you should do. You should get a striker that's lengthy and or like at least 6'2" that can be lengthy with a chem style and make them into a left mid or right mid. Is that fun? Maybe not, but it's the most meta thing on the entire game right now. You can turn a big, tall striker into a left mid, right mid. And if you want my brutal, honest advice, that is what I'm probably going to be doing, unless I've got someone in my club who's a bit of like a club legend, like maybe a Cruyff or a Noonan that I can put into this. Now, if you guys keep up to date with things like the FUT bin or the community evos, there is probably one, I wouldn't even say exception to this, but one card going around the community right now that I would say is a bit of an exception to this, and it's why Vinicius Jr. is up to 36,000 coins, because see the number 1 popular evo on FUT bin here? It is not just the TOTS career path evo, but it's TOTS career path 1, into the TOTS career path central attacking midfield, and you might think, okay, cool. Why does he have 95, 93, 92, 95 in his stats and 5-star, 5-star? Because you can put him into total football afterwards and get this just bonkers chain Vinny J card, who again, you're then not putting into the final one that comes out on Wednesday, so it might be a waste. But can it be a waste when he's got stats like that, play styles like that, and 5-star, 5-star? Not a lengthy winger, so for me, you'd have to play him cam for him to be good. But quick step, incisive finesse is almost perfect play styles with a 5-star, 5-star cam. Doing that, Vinny, and playing him at camp if you've still got the total football evo, fair enough. Fair enough. You don't even need to wait for the Wednesday chain, but in my opinion, I would just wait just in case. And speaking of the total football evo, this was the Suarez chain we spoke about the other day when we talked about the player pack that comes out, which, by the way, expires at content. This like run it back player pick expires at content. I've done Suarez into the chain you can find on FUTBin with these stats here is what he ends up as, and he actually moves so silky in game. If you're someone who wants to use a Suarez card and you're skeptical at how the chain will play in game, this is the one I went for with these playstyle pluses and these playstyles here. You can see I really liked him. I really liked him. He's not quite Pina, he's not quite Demorne in how he moves. Obviously, 6 foot and Suarez, but he like moves really nice in game, and his shooting was off the charts. It was bonkers. Now, a lot of the topic today, we're going to talk about the market and it being the beginning of the end. Just as a brutally honest advice, is all what we're seeing here with the TOTS career path evos, all the SBCs. If you're thinking, well, what positions does this like affect, or like does it affect the impact team of the season cards, right? Basically, everything's just going to fall down consistently for the rest of the game. There's a couple exceptions, things like Evo cards. You've seen that Vinicius Jr. was up in price. Cards will have a rise for a day or two. Yes, we're going to try and catch that. Get yourself in the Discord, these videos. We will try and catch that with fodder and different things. But just know, for example, with the TOTS career path, when we get the Evo on Wednesday and people finally start doing their chains, attackers will crash. Or at least come down. When we got Hancko, centre-backs crashed. We're getting to the point in the game where SBCs are good, Evos are good. People replace their tradable cards with these things, spend their coins on Evos, spend their coins on packs. Just know now, when you're asking me, is the car going to crash? Should we buy it for a rebound? The answer is going to be just be careful. Like, just be careful. Most things are going to crash kind of consistently now for the rest of the game. Again, we're going to find those rises and we're going to try and still make coins from it. But I'm just letting you know, honestly, that's what you're in for now with like the rest of the game. But let's jump on to leaks. The mystery nation for today, if you've still not done it, is Irish. Score 3 finesse shots with an Irish player. Thank me later. You will get a 1 of 3 86 plus player packs. So go get yourself a Troy Parrott. Score 3 finesse shots. But let's jump on to those leaks. Now, this is not really to do with the next week in the game, but we missed this the other day with that FC27 leaks, and I imagine there'll be at least a good handful of you guys. It might be you watching this that this applies to, and you might have missed it, right? So FC27, they are leaking PvE tournaments. All that means is tournaments against AI, right? EA tested new player versus environment, AI tournaments, FC27. It's an offline version of Gauntlet or tournaments, allowing people to compete against AI instead of online opponents. And basically, the way it seems to be working is it's the exact same rewards, but you need more games, or it'd be the same games to get worse rewards. I think they're going to opt with more games to get the same rewards. Now, me personally, could be very different to you guys. I have never, ever found it interesting playing against the AI on this game. I think playing squad battles is the most boring thing in the entire world. But I know there's some people that just prefer playing against the AI than the toxic opponents online. So maybe they fix the AI and how it plays. Would you be excited for that? Would you, if you had the option, right? There's 2 gauntlets. You can only play one, online, offline. Which would you play? I assume most people online, but I know there'll be a small percentage. Maybe again, it's you watching that would actually prefer to play the offline tournament and just have a less stressful experience. But on to this week, right? And we've said that SBCs are going crazy with how they've been with La Liga, which means that we think the same thing will happen in terms of value when it comes to the SBCs that are still coming in the game. And of course, if you've noticed, there's 2 big ones, okay? I imagine we'll get one today. I don't know which one it'll be. But we have Hancko and Pedro Goncalves. I think both of them are going to be must-completes, just based on what we've seen so far. Hancko may be the worst out of the 2. If you look at the stats compared to Vicky Lopez, worst pace, same shooting, same passing, same dribbling, 2 more physical, right? Probably worst playstyle plus. I think I'd always take Rapid over Tiki, especially on the wing anyway, although I'm using that Vicky Lopez at cam. But I think Hancko will still probably be a must-complete. It's Hancko, she'll have nice in-game stats, nice playstyles, probably moves quite nice in-game, and hopefully it will, again, be under 200,000 coins. She could be up to 500, 700,000 coins, and maybe she's the one that's not a complete because EA think that everyone will go and spend loads for Hancko, maybe. But I'm really excited for this Pedro Goncalves card. Technical, finesse, and again, Tiki I wish was a little bit, something else. But 95 shooting, 94 dribbling is always a beautiful combo. Even 93 passing. As long as he has nice in-games, nice in-game playstyles as well. Maybe a 5-star. Maybe I'm begging it there. But again, these will affect the market. Obviously, if Pedro Goncalves is cheap and it's 100, 200k, cams are going to get cooked. If Hancko is cheap, right wings will get cooked even more than they already are. People just need to start completing SBCs because they're better value than the cards can get on the market. Probably better value than who they got on their red picks. I know I got cooked on red picks. So people are probably doing the same thing I'm doing and using the SBCs instead. Boys, we'll be back onto leaks in just a second, but I reminded myself that I got absolutely shocking reds from rewards. So to treat you guys, I will do one of these, 100% not worth it, but 93 plus, Serie A, Premier League, Bundesliga, Liga, and all the Liga, all the main men's league player picks. To try and see if we can get a Lamine Yamal. Imagine we got a Lamine Yamal or an Mbappe right now. Where's my player pick? Okay, finally my player pick. I had that many duplicates from Champs rewards. Honestly, what a shock. Right, here's my player pick. Can we finally save my red rewards? Can we add to my Vitinha? Or will we get Pavlovic and some other crap as well? Number 1. Mainan, bro. Mainan's actually one of the best goalkeepers on this game, but I can guarantee it's going to be a shocking player pick. Number 3. Bro, I put Laporte into this. Oh my god. This is why I don't do these red picks, boys. I know I'm doing them because I hated my reds, but don't do these. Oh my. I'm picking Mainan. I need a goalkeeper, and apparently he's very good. That's why you don't do these red picks anyway. But yeah, Goncalves or Hancko, probably coming one of them today, one of them the next day afterwards, and then after that, Wednesday onwards. Maybe one of them comes Wednesday, actually. But then we start looking sort of, onto Ultimate Team of the season anyway. Big leagues coming in, and people won't care too much about the SBCs anyway. So keep an eye on those. And of course, the big one Wednesday is the last section on the Evo. So when I'm saying save your Evo, on the Wednesday, we are getting the Incisive Intercept Tiki Taka Plus for the cam, or we're getting the Finesse Rapid Ping Pass. Basically, the last section. We're getting the last section for the Evo, the right wing or left wing. Like I've said, I think the best way to do this is turn a striker into a lengthy winger. But if you can find other chains like that Vinicius Jr., then fair enough. But I'm just saying, at least wait until Wednesday. It's 2 days away. All the segments will be there Wednesday evening. See if you've got someone from your club that goes insane with all 3, using a foot bin or foot GG to see what they look like with the chain, and then put someone in. Just don't waste it. But anyway, boys, today's main talking point. Let's talk about what I think is the beginning of the end. What a year we've had, but it's the beginning of the end for the market. It's the beginning of the end for this era of FC26. There's kind of 2 eras of FC. It's kind of skewed time-wise, but I think you've got the start of the game, and then after team of the season, you're at the end of the game. And they're 2 different games. They're 2 completely different games because you skew from a trading, market-y, foot champs every weekend to a collection book game. Not always. World Cup could change it, but that's normally what you skew to. Now, we're on just over 25 million coins and we sell this Xavi. If you're asking what happened to our coin balance, we're on 1.5 million coins less than what we were on at the start of the day, or the start of yesterday even. It's because I lost 1 million coins in tax on the team doing the Barcelona past and present. We had opened the store pack and we got nothing from the store pack. So this is why you do not do what I do. you keep your coins and spend it nicely. Now, but on a serious, boys, and I'm going to talk about this a little bit in a second as well, please make sure you're spending your coins on this game. Like, what's the point in having 25 million coins in footies? There's not any. So I spend my coins every single week on teams now for the champ streams. Come get involved, but we lose loads of coins on tax, and then we'll spend some coins on store packs. Store packs are the devil, but at the same time, if you're doing them with coins, like, it's kind of fine. You might get a Yamal, you might get a Pina. So that's what we did there. By the way, best players from the team, little mini team review. Payor left wing is insane. Thuram is still insane. Yaya Toure is shocking. Pina and Yamal, believe it or not, were really, really good. You know, who would have thought the 297s with 4 playstyle pluses are insane? But that's why we're on the coins we are. But what can we expect? What can we expect? So we're going to start getting Ultimate Team of the Season leaks any minute now. And I just found some cards from Ultimate Team of the Season from last year. Now, for context, Ultimate Team of the Season last year was on the 6th of June. Keep that in mind, right? The 6th of June. Rafinha comes out on the 23rd of May. He crashes in packs, holds on the weekend. Then this is the weekend now. This would be La Liga Team of the Season, right? In a sense. Look at this card, 2.6. This is the 5th of June, 1.6. He had a small rise to the weekend of a couple, like 100,000 coins. So people basically are sort of like, you know, using it's Ultimate Team of the Season, right? People buy teams Ultimate Team of the Season. That's it, boys. That's the last hurrah. The card never rose again. The card never, ever rose again. It only falls. And you kind of see this pattern with most of the cards. Dembele came out really early, Team of the Season. Liga was the first. So he had dips and big rises. The market holds strong. Over here, do you know when the 6th of June is? The 6th of June is this week here. This is the week we're in now. We're in this week leading to Ultimate Team of the Season. Can you see what I mean? It's the beginning of the end, boys. This is the start of Dembele going from 4.8 mil all the way down to 3 mil. Week after, he's 2.3. Another week after, and he's 1.8. Another week after, and he's 1.3. Another week, he's 1.3. Another week, he's below 1 million coins. We're in that point of the game, which I'm sure a lot of you guys knew, but I don't think I want you to try and hide this from you. This is where we are. Bastoni, by the way, another little bit of a cheaper example. He went from about 800,000 coins down to 400,000 coins. Keeps going lower. He had one little dip there randomly a week afterwards. Maybe he was just linked to an SBC card. I have no idea. And then falls the rest of the game as well. And it's the same with every card. Again, Alexander Isak was ridiculously cheap with Ultimate Team of the Season. So what can we do? What can we do if every card's going to have these massive, massive dips like Alexander Isak did? Again, one more rise. This is the last rise. The last rise. Ultimate Team of the Season comes and it's gone. We're not going to trade meta cards as much. We can still trade every now and then, and it might make sense for Evo's, the one-off card. We're not going to trade meta cards as much. It's done. It's done, and it's been great. Again, you've got one more weekend with Ultimate Team of the Season. One more dip that we'll call in the Discord. Get yourself in the free Discord if you want that. Because I won't be doing market watches for the next couple of days. I'll be away on a business trip. So you might not see me again until Thursday in terms of long-term videos. And I'll miss you guys. You know what I mean? Miss you guys. But that's it. It's FC26 in terms of meta is kind of done. It changes. We can still make loads of coins though, which is a great part. But it's almost sad, right? We change what we're doing. Because after Ultimate Team of the Season, look what happens, boys. We had the Ultimate Team of the Season, the minor, the female, the male, shapeshifters. And shapeshifters, it's a different season pass. Everything changes to where you can get these cards really easily. Every single card pretty much had 4 playstyle plus, and I imagine we'll see something kind of similar this year. It changes massively. Obviously not every single card, but pretty much every single first team card have 4 playstyle plus. We're not getting shapeshifters this year. We're getting the prime heroes, but the power curve is massively different. People don't really play Ultimate Team of the Season. People don't play champs after Ultimate Team of the Season in terms of a casual community. Everyone plays one last hurrah to get some red picks. Then most of the people go, which means that people don't buy teams but for champs. Now, cards do rise for the weekend slightly. Take what I'm saying with a little bit of a pinch of salt. But just know now, that's kind of it. And it's weird. It's weird because the game cycle's been great. And okay, that's a lie. I've just lied to your face. The game cycle's not been great. Parts of the game cycle has been great. Me making content for you guys on this channel has been great. And making coins on this game has been fantastic. But we're moving on to 85s and discard Team of the Season. So we spoke about on most of the Market Watch videos for the past 2-3 months even. But now that's kind of what we're doing. Evos will still do really well. Some cards out of packs will still do really, really well if they fit Evos or link to things. But for example, this week, if you want some free coins this week, and again, you won't see me until probably Thursday, buy 85s. Below 1,000 coins on bids and just sell them Wednesday evening. Whatever they sell for. Might be 1.5k, might be 5k. I imagine it's closer to the 1.5k. Do that, right? You've got one more option because we spoke about this the other day. Ultimate Team of the Season barely ever has discard Team of the Season cards because the cards are too good, right? Even though it's Ultimate Team of the Season and yet like all the cards kind of come down in price. They never go to discard. So discard Team of the Seasons. Purple tots try and get like 12,000 coins. Blue tots try and get 13 to 13, maybe 14,000 coins. And they should have a little bit of a rise as fodder, not as like meta, but just as fodder cards out of packs before Ultimate Team of the Season. Choose any purple card, go a little bit cheaper. Any blue card, you can go up to maybe 14,000 coins. Bids and snipes will be your best friend. They're not too hard. They're not easy, but they're not too hard to get. You can go pretty much all in with that if you want and just sit and lazy sell them until Ultimate Team of the Season. If you want something a little bit easier, right, you can do that. But trust me, we can still make coins on this game. I don't want to like sound like we can't. Like, I'm still probably going to do the trade to glory. It sounds weird to do it at this point in the game, but I want to do the trade to glory where I'll do probably three to 5 episodes of me trading live on the account and trying to get to 1 million coins. It could be quite tough in this market, to be honest, but I'm going to try and do it. 3 to 5 episodes, probably more towards the Ultimate Team of the Season week, just because obviously I'm away for a little bit. And I'll show you how to make coins on the game, like exactly how to do it right now. And it'll be things like buying 85s. I'm not just going to make and, change it up. It'll be things like buying 85s. It'll be things like buying discard team of the seasons and lazy selling them. And there's definitely a lot of methods. There's a lot of methods you can do right now. Trading's not dead. Meta, because we've got the World Cup coming soon, boys. And when the World Cup comes, first of all, what a time on the game it'll be. But it'll be different. It'll be more about collecting the cards and the season pass and the gauntlet. And I think the World Cup, compare it to last year, might be one last hurrah for the market afterwards. And that would be fantastic. If the World Cup cards are live, that would be insane. That's all we need, right? And they should be. They should be live. If the World Cup cards are live and they track as the tournament goes on, that'll be a form of trading in itself, but it won't really affect the team of the season cards you would think too much. It might affect the World Cup cards. And think about, with being 36 teams in the World Cup, we could get a mega promo. So many of the cards live. So many of the cards go from 20 to 200,000 coins because they go from 2 to 5 playstyle plus or something ridiculous. And that will be so much fun to cover on the channel, on the streams, and I'm really hyped for it. The World Cup's still not for a few weeks, and we have this sort of weird time in between. So I'm letting you know right now, just any questions you've got. Should we buy Team of the Seasons? Should we buy Rafinha? There will be rises, and I do think if you want to buy La Liga Team of the Seasons, there will be some rises. And it might be on cards like I said for ages, this guy out of packs is my number 1. This guy probably won't be an Ultimate Team of the Season. If he is an Ultimate Team of the Season, maybe not then. Maybe not. And obviously, we don't know when we're going to get leaks for that. But Courtois, I still think, even if you guys say he's not the best in game, out of packs should be great. If Rafinha is not in Team of the Season, if he's not in Ultimate TOTS, I think he still will rise. He's too cheap. Like, he's too cheap. If he is in Ultimate Team of the Season, it's like one of the lower rated ones, he's dying. Like, he's going like what Isaac did last year when he goes like, I think, look at this Isaac card on the 6th of June, right? 6th of June, here. Isaac went from a 400k card down to a 180k card. That would be the equivalent of like this Rafinha going from a 200k card to like a 70k card. And I think if he's in Ultimate Team of the Season, you will see that. And that's why I'm telling you, just know what you're playing with. Know you're playing with fire. And I think it's why you go with 85s. And it's why you go with discard tots. Boys and girls, I appreciate you all so much. Let me know what you all got in red picks. Because did you get better than mine? Mine, you see what I just put in. I got Joan Garcia and then Payot. I'm going to keep Payot because she's actually okay on the wing, like I said to you before. But I'll keep Payot. But let me know what you got in red picks, right? Let me know how many liquid coins you're on. And let me know, what are your plans for the rest of the game? Are you playing Champs Ultimate Team of the Season and are you off? Are you actually looking forward to the World Cup mode where it's less sweaty, more about collecting cards, which FC27 seems like that's what EA are trying to replicate, making it a sort of collecting card simulator. But yeah, I'll be away for a few days now, boys. I will not see you. I will not be able to make videos, basically. I'll try and put a few things scheduled out, but won't be able to make videos. Have a fantastic few days. Again, appreciate you all so much who watch all these videos. Subscribe if you are new. Just double check. Some people think they're subscribed. You look down and it says subscribe. You're actually not. So have a little check. We'll try and get towards 17k subscribers. But yeah, boys and girls, until next time, I'll see you all in a bizzle.